phloem fiber. Only phloem fiber is dead cell, whereas sheath cells, sheath tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, all these are living cells. That means the four are living cells and only one is dead cell. Just opposite to that. In this xylem, only one is living cell and remaining are dead. Here, all are living, only one is dead. Correct? This is the main conceptual difference between xylem and phloem. Xylem has maximum dead cells, only one, the parenchyma is living, whereas phloem has maximum living cells, only fiber is the dead cell. Now, as you know, the phloem is responsible for transportation of cooked food. So these together, now the companion cells, why they are called companion cells? Because they are attached with tubes or tube cells, and they form together a set of cells which are also called as sister cells. They together form the a tube-like structure having perforations. Perforations. Suppose this is a tube-like structure. They have perforations. The lateral perforations which leads the substances to be distributed sidewise. They also have longitudinal bifurcations between two cells to form a continuous tube-like structure which leads to the transportation of substances from the leaves, and that is nothing but the cooked food. So we will not say substances, but we will say the food, the cooked food from the leaves to different parts of the cell. Sorry, different parts of the plant body. Got it? So this was all about xylem and phloem, and since they itself are a bundle of cells, hence they are called vascular bundle. And why vascular? Because they are responsible for the process of transportation. That means they are tube-like. Hence they are called vascular. Collectively, they are called as the vascular tissue or vascular bundle. The xylem and the phloem. Got it? Now the next topic is special tissue. Special tissue. Special tissue. Now, why special tissue? We will discuss. Let me erase it first, and after that. Now, the next and the last is special tissue. Special tissue, and that is nothing but the cork. Now, you have seen cork several times in your chemistry lab. This is used to fit up in the test tubes or the bottles. It makes it airtight. However, if you have noticed it, it is spongy. It is spongy. That means it is full of perforations. Now, where does this cork is found from? This cork is formed. Suppose this is the trunk of a tree. The external portion, near the bark, the portion near the bark is the original cork. Now this cork, it is made up of dead cells. It is made up of dead cells, and it is completely perforated. It is completely perforated, which makes it spongy in nature. This cork is made up of dead cells, and it is full of perforations. Perforations means holes. It is porous. It is porous in nature, and this perforation, the spaces, the gap between the cells makes it spongy. You can squeeze it, you can sponge it. But if you will press it, it will squeeze, and when you will release it, it will come back to its original position. Now, what is the function of it? Now, this cork cambium provides protection from external conditions. Now, what is the external condition? Suppose it is windy. It is very windy, and the plant which, suppose we are talking about a plant which is found in area where wind blows with extreme speed. Now, suppose there is no protective layer, what would happen? This air will penetrate or tear out the skin of the plant, and ultimately it will be damaged, and this will lead to the loss of sap from the body, and ultimately the plant may die. Now you can say, sir, there are protective cells other than this cork cambium, but try to remember the word perforated. Perforated. Now this perforation can be utilized by the, or it is utilized by the plant for the exchange of gas. Exchange of gases. That means gases are exchanged. The gases, the carbon dioxide maybe, however, it is not there. Oxygen is released out through these perforations. So not only the protection, this cork cambium is also having the perforations which leads to the exchange of, and hence to the exchange of gases or substances. Got it? So today we have finished our plant tissue, and in next class we will start with the animal tissue. Till before that, watch carefully again and again, and of course don't forget to subscribe and like the. Thank you.